King Carmen is the type of person to eat the last cookie in the cookie jar and then blame it on his own kid. Oh, I didn't do it. Y'all are the one doing this. Y'all are the one doing this, okay?
Auntie Faye breaks the huddle. Auntie Faye breaks the huddle.
Living life in Miami, so we talking that sports. And I'm loving them Browns. We don't care what you thought. Then we check and Shedeur, and we root for them Ravens. Don't talk nice to me. Talk sports with me.
Don't talk nice to me. Talk sports with me. Auntie Faye breaks the huddle.
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 Hey, nieces and nephews, girl, Auntie Faye. We are back with another video. All right, y'all, we're gonna right into this video. So we're gonna get into Jared Verse and what he had to say about Shedeur. It was quick, it was fast, but I thought it was really important to say. And then we're gonna get into, of course, Anthony Lima and King Carmen on what this discussion that they have going on. Y'all know I gotta, talk about they stupid ass, okay? Okay. But for real, y'all, so we're getting right to this. So it is good to see, it's almost that time where they come back, right? It's almost that time, and it's almost preseason time. You know what I mean? It's literally almost that time, right? And I just feel like, I feel like Coach Munkin realizes that there's a decision is gonna have to be made soon, right? I'm just hoping that decision is his decision and his decision only to make. Once again, I still feel like when the pads come on, he will be able to better add evaluating the players, you know what I mean, for sure. And I also feel like preseason. So I'm hoping after the pass, after preseason, or maybe the first game of preseason, then we know who QB1 is, because I'm not gonna lie to you. I need to know. I want to know so bad, y'all. But anytime, nieces and nephews, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you get that post notification numbers upload from Auntie. Make sure you like the video, then hype the video, like it first, and then hype it. You get 3 hypes, so we make sure you use them on me. So first, we're gonna get into Jared Verse. So Jared Verse had a quick conversation, and I want you to hear what he says about Shedeur. He does says both QBs are great. I'm not going to make it seem like he only said good things about Shedeur, but I only wanted to hear himself about Shedeur. I don't care to hear himself about Deshaun Watson, okay? So I like what he said, you know what I mean? And I think that everyone that talks about Shedeur always speaks about his confidence, right? And they always say confident. They don't use the term cockiness. They don't use the term brash, right? Unless they're in the media. Only the media uses the term brash and being cocky, right? But the players around him using the word confidence, you see that a lot. Okay, you see that a lot. Okay, so let this play so y'all can listen in.
You got Shedeur, who, that dude's confidence is unparalleled. The way he goes out there, the way he throws that, at the moment you be like, what? And then he dots him, he connects him, you can't even say too much about it. These are 2 great quarterbacks. I'm honestly excited to see how it goes further in the preseason. But so far, I've just seen 2 elite quarterbacks battling it out.
Did y'all hear what he said? He said like this, when he throws the ball, you like, what? And so to me, I feel like he's saying when a ball is in the air and he just randomly throws the ball, you're just like, what? But then it actually connects. You're like, whoa, like it could, like, I just feel like Shedeur brings that excitement out. I really do feel like that. I feel like that's an excitement there where like someone can throw the ball up in the air and he sees what he sees, but you being on defense or you being on the sideline might not see it, right? So you might just be like, where is he throwing that ball to? There's nobody that can catch the ball. And then for him to be like, and the ball connects, so you can't say too much about it. I think that's really dope. I think that shows that Shedeur been seeing, right? He been seeing the defense, he been seeing the plays, and he's making shit happen, okay? Let's listen to that again.
You got Shedeur, who, that dude's confidence is unparalleled. The way he goes out there, the way he throws that, at the moment you be like, what? And then he dots him, he connects him, you can't even say too much about it. These are 2 great quarterbacks. I'm honestly excited to see how it goes further in the preseason. But so far, I've just seen 2 elite quarterbacks battling it out.
I feel at the end of the day, you need your quarterback to be confident. You need your quarterback to be cocky. You need your quarterback to be, let me not say cocky. Yeah, cocky. F that. You need your quarterback to be just I'm the man and I know I'm the man, right? I'm the girl, I know I'm the girl. I'm that player. I'm number one. I'm him. I'm Himothy. You know what I mean? I feel like you actually do need that. You know what I mean? And I don't know why people are trying to turn him being who he is into a problem. You feel me? Because you have players like Baker Mayfield who has all the confidence in the world and you can't take it away from him. Okay. I didn't realize how small Baker was. Baker ain't even tall. He ain't even tall, but Baker could throw that ball and Baker could play the game. And it's because of all the confidence that he has. Okay. So moving on. Okay. So moving on, we're going to hear what these two buffoons have to say. Okay. I have not seen this clip, so I can't tell you what this clip is about, but we're going to watch it right quick.
I think it's the people around them. I think it's the fans that make a big deal about this. I don't think that they make a big deal about it because, again, that we saw the articles. I mean, Mary Kay wrote it. Everybody wrote it, that they were on friendly terms, teammates, where Deshaun Watson was helping Shedeur Sanders with playbooks and things like that and understanding last year. I don't think they see each other the way that the fans see each other when it comes to Deshaun Watson versus Shedeur Sanders. I want Shedeur, obviously, to play this year. I don't want to see Deshaun Watson play for the Cleveland Browns again. He reminds me of bad things and what could have been for this football team. It tends to, because I'm a loudmouth with a microphone in front of me, it tends to make it an adversarial thing. And I still have to remember, I know what I saw last year. I know what I read last year. And even though it's a competition, I don't think they see each other that way. So this is just a very weird thing where fan bases and even inner circles might be going after each other. But I don't think the two quarterbacks are.
You know what I don't like about King Carmen is that he keeps acting like a victim. He's blaming the people putting Deshaun Watson and Shedeur Sanders against each other on the fans, on like the inner circle instead of them. Instead of them. Like y'all are y'all right here. Hold on, y'all. Y'all see this? Y'all are the one doing this. Y'all are the one doing this, okay? And that's what like gets me. Like I don't understand that. Why does King Carmen do that? And that's my issue. At least Anthony Lima stand on his bullshit, okay? I'm gonna give Lima that, right? I don't fuck with Lima, but at least Lima stand on his bullshit. King Karma is blaming everyone else for the so-called division, which there isn't. I do, like I've said this before in clips or in any of my videos, that I feel like Coach Monken has a lock on the locker room, right? They know what to say and what not to say, right? They know they are a team, right? And I think it's funny that he's saying that when, y'all remember when they had asked Shedeur about how does he feel about the competition, and Shedeur said, I don't see it as a competition. I see it as me getting better. I see it as growth. I see it as that, right? And then the media got mad at him for not seeing it like that. You know what I mean? So now to say, I don't think that they see it as a competition. I think that, Mary Kay wrote the thing saying Deshaun was helping Shedeur and da-da-da-da. I don't think they see it as a competition. I don't think they see, I really just think it's the fans that are making it like this, and it's the inner circle. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? No accountability whatsoever. King Carmen is the type of person to eat the last cookie in the cookie jar and then blame it on his own kid. Oh, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. Beth did it. Beth ate the cookie. Beth only 2 feet tall, can't grab the cookie. How did Beth get the cookie? You know what I mean? Like, who you blaming? The heck?
So if you're Todd Monken,
let me bring that back a little bit.
Last year, I know what I read last year, and even though it's a competition, I don't think they see each other that way. So this is just a very weird thing where fan bases and even inner circles might be going after each other, but I don't think the two quarterbacks are.
So if you're Todd Monken, what do you want to see from your quarterbacks? Do you want to see two guys that win at all costs, do whatever it takes, show that you're the alpha, that you don't see competition in that room because you're the guy, or do you want to see?
You have to be a teammate,
or do you? But that's what I'm saying. Like, could you see? It's totally different situations, but like Tom Brady, Could you ever see him being anything but cutthroat? I cannot.
I can. And I think he was that way.
If he thought his job was in jeopardy.
Not at the end. I think it's the people around them. I think it's the fans.
Using Tom Brady is a stupid one because when was Tom Brady ever in a quarterback competition? Tom Brady was picked, round 7? He got in because, somebody got hurt, and he played well enough to stay the next year. And he got better and better and better and better, and he was winning Super Bowl. That is silly, right? I feel like Shedeur and Deshaun understand what it is. You still got to be, because if y'all remember, when Shedeur was drafted, people were saying, the media, these people were saying that Shedeur is going to be a distraction. He's going to take away from the locker room, blah. Now he's being a player's player, right? He's still growing, right? He's being a player. That's what Coach Monken wants to see. Coach Monken wants to see that you have your players back, right? Shedeur, you have Deshaun back. Deshaun, you have Shedeur back. And whoever I pick to be QB1, okay, the other person will be QB2. And if one go down or one doesn't pan out, the next person got to go in. That's it. I just need y'all to support each other, right? See, that's the shit I be wanted for King Carmen to say. And I get it. King Carmen don't think like us, whatever, but that's the shit I be wanting King Carmen to say. To just continue want to play stupid and then to blame the fans, it just to me is absolutely ridiculous, y'all. That's how I feel about that. Let me know how you guys feel. Why is King Carmen continuously playing the victim? Okay, at least today, Anthony Lima ain't saying nothing that stupid. Okay, besides bringing up Tom Brady, which doesn't correlate with each other because this is a QB competition between two people. Okay, between two people. Okay, one is not waiting for one to get hurt. What Shedeur and Deshaun needs to do is to play their best ball, is to show that they are growing, is to know that playbook and be on point and make the throws that they need to make. That is it. At the same time, they still have to have each other's back at the end of the day, because you don't want to have a person on your team who is not QB1, who is throwing shade at you, who's being funny, who's being weird, or who is wishing bad upon you. Okay? They're doing things the right way. You guys want it to be a competition. You guys want them to go at each other because you guys want the clicks. You guys want the stories. You guys want the chaos at the end of the day, okay? Anyways, niece and nephew, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that post notification bar so you know miss upload from Auntie. And don't forget, don't talk nice to me, talk sports with me. Ciao.
Auntie Faye, brace the huddle.